You know, it's not just kids who are fascinated by space. Adults are too. Our very special guest today is one of the country's most famous astronauts and one of 12 human beings to actually walk on the moon. Let's have a warm welcome for Mr. Buzz Aldrin. Have a seat there, Buzz. We have three young people here, Rachel and Ben and Brandon.
Hi.
And these are our future astronauts, and they'll have some questions. So, Rachel, you want to start off?
Sure. Do you believe in, like, life forms on other planets?
I haven't seen any firm evidence, but space out there is so vast.
You don't think anybody could ever survive out there?
Oh, yes. I have no reason to think that they couldn't, but not real close. I suspect that they're hundreds of light years away, not within our solar system, and maybe not such that people, humans, will ever be able to visit. But we hope during your lifetime and maybe during mine that we'll hear some signals from them, some signals of intelligence that they've been sending out. You know, we've been sending out radio signals just like this television signal right now. We've been sending those out for less than 100 years now, and that's a very small time in the 15 billion years that this universe has been around.
Unfortunately, they'll probably get reruns of My Favorite Martian and figure forget it. Ben's a computer with you. Do you have something you want to ask Buzz?
Yeah. Did you want to be an astronaut when you were a kid?
I didn't know what an astronaut was. The name hadn't even been invented yet. We had comics, funny, and there was a Buck Rogers and a Flash Gordon, but I really didn't think that would be anything like what...
Inspired by Buck Rogers?
It wasn't until I came pretty close that I thought it was possibly something that I could do.
Neil Armstrong said when he first landed on the moon, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. What would you have said?
Oh, that's a good question.
You know, that's a tough one, and I'm sure it was a tough one for Neil, too. Fortunately, he was a commander, and it was his responsibility to come up with something historic to say. And I think he did an excellent job. I think I would have asked advice from a lot of people and then put some things together and memorized them and hoped that I could remember them when I got there. I did say a few things just on the spur of the moment, like magnificent desolation. The contrast of those two words seemed to me to really describe the magnificent accomplishment that the nations, the people of the world were able to put together, and we were asked to carry it out. But what a desolate place. I mean, there's just no life at all. It's very, very gray and no...
Abandoned.
It is. It's abandoned. And we abandoned it a few years ago, but we certainly hope to get back there before too many years in the future.
Buzz, it's really been great having you here, and I want to know if there are any inspirational words you can leave our folks here and the people at home.
What helped me so much in my life was taking advantage of the opportunities of education. And if I were to make any suggestion to young people today, is to make the most of the educational opportunities you have and to keep an open mind.
Great advice. Buzz Aldrin, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us. We'll be right back with lots more right after we do this. Good question. Nice job.